Don Sanderson started this business in 1955. And most dealerships today are conglomerates. They have nothing to show for their tenure in the business. And so this museum is kind of a bit of Americana, Sanderson Ford, and the industry in general. When we started this place, it was just a neat idea, and then my wife took over. And so all the things in there, my wife Sue has collected. There wasn't one thing hung in this building that she didn't say, no, I want it there. She hung everything, had everything done. It's unbelievable, and of course we collected stuff from all over the country.
She literally came in here, this was an empty warehouse, just an ugly old building. She came in here with all her picture books of what a diner would look like, what a mercantile store would look like, and she sat here with card tables laid out, and then she said, I've got an idea for what that could be. It's called the Sanderson Village and Museum. She knew where the windows were going to be, she knew where the lights were going to hang. She's got a great gift of visualizing things before they're put together. The diner, the store, the kitchen, all that stuff was all designed by Sue.
After the war, Mr. and Mrs. Sanderson would buy Army surplus, and they would drive from San Francisco to here where they got the vehicles and resell them. And right after that, he bought this car. This is a 1930, and you know, it's really special because we had it for many years. And I left for a little bit to go in the service, and he sold it. Years later, the car was sold to a gentleman in California. He calls our general sales manager, Neil Schrock, and says, I'm finished with this car. The only place it should be is back at Sanderson Ford. At our 50th anniversary party, on the stage, they have this car. They presented it to us, and Mrs. Sanderson was alive then, and she was part of this car because at the State Fair, the first year we're in business, she had this car and a Thunderbird, and so it really has a lot of historic meaning to us.
Now all these vehicles are restored, so they're really in mint condition.
There's only certain cars that I really enjoy, and they're mostly Fords. We only have one non-Ford in here, and we'll talk about that later. But a lot of history here.
A lot of history here in this museum at Sanderson Ford, that's for sure.